Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Blake, and my message this week comes in association with the Torah portion, which is called Acharei Mot-Kedoshim. And the second of those two portions, Kedoshim, is really central, not just to the Jewish people, but to people of faith everywhere. The subject of the Torah portion called Kedoshim is holiness, and it falls also centrally in the Torah. It's actually almost the midpoint of the scroll, the 19th chapter of the third book of the Torah, which is the book of Leviticus. And it's all about holiness, which is a word that I know is often overused by rabbis and in sermons, in churches, in synagogues, but holiness is not a word that occupies much of our attention every other day of the week. So I think it's worth our consideration because, for me anyway, I want to propose that holiness is at the heart, at the center of what it means to live a life of meaning and purpose. In Hebrew, the word kadosh, which gives its root to the Torah portion's name, kedoshim, is the word that means holy, but it literally means to be set aside or set apart. Here's one illustration. The Hebrew word for a wedding is kiddushin. Literally it means set apart or set aside, because when a couple chooses to get married, what they're really saying is, I choose you to be set apart for me in a way that no other person in the world is. And so there's holiness in human love, and there's holiness in those kinds of relationships of exclusivity with people who are so dear and so special to us. I also think that holiness is a value that can be found whenever we do deeds that make the world a little bit more like the one it ought to be, instead of the world just as it is. And our tradition affirms that sacred human deeds are at the heart of elevating the holiness of the world. So there's holiness when we share our bread, there's holiness when we share our ideas, there's holiness when we share a compassionate word with a person who is in a state of depression or desperation. And lastly, I want to suggest that holiness is a quality infused throughout the universe. The prophet Isaiah said it best, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Melo Chol Haaretz Kivodo. These words mean, holy, holy, holy is the great almighty God of hosts. The fullness of the entire earth is God's glory. And so everywhere we look, we are surrounded by the specialness, the majesty, the awe-inspiring quality of the matter and energy that binds this universe together as one. This weekend, we are thrilled to welcome to Westchester Reformed Temple Rabbi Jamie Korngold, who across the world is better known as Adventure Rabbi. Check it out on adventurerabbi.com. And she's going to help experience and express the holiness of nature with our congregation. All are welcome. So come to services tonight at 6:15 to hear her message that expresses really what's at the heart of her rabbinate and our Jewish tradition. And then tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m., there's going to be a family-friendly nature hike at Rockefeller State Park, and then again at 11:30 for the adult members of the congregation, also at Rockefeller Park, with Adventure Rabbi Jamie Korngold. Come and experience the holiness of Shabbat in the outdoors. Shabbat Shalom.